Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. Happy Tuesday,
Happy
everybody.
Tuesday. We have got a crowd with us today. I am so excited today. It's going to be a really fun show. They always are.
Yeah.
We have good variety today.
We do.
Yeah.
But today is a special day, right?
Yes.
So today's the last day, right? So today is election day for the primaries. So I implore everybody out here to do your civic duty. I have no interest in telling you who to vote for. That is not why we are here. We are an apolitical show. But you live in a democratic republic, and so you need to exercise your civil duty and go and vote, because there are a lot of people across the world that would gladly trade in order to get the opportunity to vote.
And then if you don't vote, then don't complain.
yeah, absolutely. You're at the mercy of everybody else because you didn't participate, because democracy is a participatory sport.
Unless you're just unhappy with well, I voted that way and it went that way, and it's like, well, that's just gonna happen.
That's gonna happen anyway.
You can't make everyone happy.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, good reminder today.
Yep.
All right, well, let's get right to it, because we have got all these fun people here with us today. Coming up, it wouldn't be Tuesday without Trivia Tuesday. Producers M and M test our knowledge. And this week it's about 2000s music. I'm excited for this.
Okay, I'm gonna get my cheeks kicked. All right, plus it's time for another Jack's Jam.
Hey.
Awilda is back in studio to kick it with a tasty groove. What's up?
And she's got her dancers. I'm excited for this. And our friends from Truly Nolan are back for another edition of What's Bugging You?
Yeah.
And this time we're talking, you see some of those creepy crawlies, but today we're doing bed bugs.
Yuck!
Yeah, don't like the sound of that, but he's gonna help us, so.
All right, guys. But first, it's time for Living in the Winn-Dixie Kitchen, brought to you by ProCraft Cabinetry. And today, the Pinko Princess is back. Hello, and we're doing bento boxes today?
Yes,
back to school bento.
Yes, yeah, back to school. So we're going to talk a little bit first about what we need to do prep to get our bento boxes ready. What's going to make our week easier? Because we're busy, right? We're busy making dinners. Now we've got sports, we got this, we got that, we got the other. So we're going to revisit a little bit of some of the things that we've done before, but just to remind you how easy they are to make. So this is going to be some of your meal prep.
Cool.
Okay.
We're going to start with the pasta salad that we've done before. I did 2 containers because we had a lot of noodles.
There you go.
So again, equal parts mayonnaise, equal parts Greek yogurt.
Okay.
Bump up that protein, love it.
And then we double the pico.
Okay.
That's always the best part, right? And
lots of flavor.
Don't forget the fresh squeezed citrus juice. Right? You're gonna do this, and this is your pasta salad. This is gonna be the base for all your easy salads. The best part, what are you doing when you do this?
Shake it up.
Shake it up.
How fun is that?
Right, the kids can help with
I was about to
this.
say, I bet they would love to do that
Yeah,
too.
for sure. And that's ready in the fridge to pack.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Tuna.
Easy peasy.
Same thing, right? We're gonna kind of mix. Yes, we can. I can use. Yeah, I'm gonna just go we're back and forth. I'm gonna use all this
it's all
anyway.
good.
So again,
It's all going
I'm
in
gonna
the same
actually,
place.
I'm gonna use all of this mayo and this Greek yogurt, because this was a family-sized pack of tuna. I don't know if you know, but if you buy those, if you buy that sealed tuna, you don't have to drain it.
Yeah, the pouch, that's the one I like to get as
That makes
well.
it, oh God, because the draining.
Yeah.
That's like one of those extra steps I feel like I ain't got time for that. I don't got time to drain.
And then sometimes you push so hard it dents the top of it.
Yeah, so it's like,
gets everywhere.
the only thing
that
I'm
too.
doing different with this one, pickles.
Ooh, I put pickles in my tuna
Yes,
salad
I
too.
love pickles. I love pickles in mine. I'm cross-contaminated, but like I said, I'm going to use it all.
Whatever.
Yeah,
So
we're
gonna
using
do
it all.
this.
I don't
Right,
think anyone's allergic to it
right.
either.
I don't think so. This one I'm going to just kind of stick it in there first before I shake it.
Gotcha.
I will hand this off to one of y'all to shake.
Aerate that a little
And
bit.
that looks cool. That looks like a bean dip too,
Right,
but
it
it's
does.
tuna.
And then we're doing it with chicken.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Same thing with
Make
chicken.
sure it's all sealed up for you.
Right? Not in my face.
There you go.
Don't do it in my face. And then the Greek yogurt. Again, the pico. See how easy this is? And you're doing this on Sunday night while you're getting ready. And then the
This is amazing.
yeah. Oh, I forgot the lime juice in that one, Dave. We'll do that in a second.
There you go.
Yeah. That's one step for some reason I forget sometimes. You might have to actually mix that one with the. There we go.
Yeah.
And
some
hey, we
people
need a
might-
little. Let me get one of these to. What did you
here's a
use for
fork.
the?
There you go. Thank you.
Just this bottom part here.
Yep.
There, she's got it.
There
This
you
one might be
go.
easier to shake. And then
There
we're
you
going to
go.
show you one more step that you can do. That one might need a little bit more lime juice. That lime was a little stingy with its juice. Ah, look at that one. That one was
Very
good.
nice. You know, a trick I learned from Rachel Ray is to roll out your citrus before you cut it.
Breaks it up a little bit.
Yep.
I
brings
think
the
I
juice
know
to
that
it.
by now with all the citrus that I do.
Well, and I
do that at
barely
the bar all
cook,
the
but I
time.
know that.
Right. And then what we're gonna do? Maybe your kids don't like sandwiches. Maybe they're not into that, right? Maybe you're not.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to do the wrap. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna take half of this, pour it over your protein noodles.
Oh yeah, the protein noodles too.
Right? You're gonna do the same thing with this one. Pour it over your protein noodles. the tuna, so you have like a tuna casserole here.
I love that idea.
There you go.
What a good idea.
Again, and it's just sitting there ready for the week, and you're done. You've got all your stuff meal prepped.
Oh.
And
That is such a great idea.
Yes, it is.
And especially if you have more than one kid, they like something different. You know?
Everyone likes something different.
Yep.
So basics that I'm going to be using for the bento box, something that you kind of see all the time that I'm going to meal prep. Ground beef. I'm going to season that ground beef. I'm not going to do it with pico this time just because I've got different kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to mix it up.
One likes it with pico, one doesn't. One wants pina, one wants OG. One wants just guac, one wants just beans. So I'm going to leave those things separate, but I'm going to get them ready in my little containers. They can help me make the bento box, or I'm going to get ready to boom. And a trick, fruit, frozen fruit.
Oh.
Freeze your grapes.
Okay.
Frozen strawberries, super easy. Frozen blueberries, super easy.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep your lunch in there cold,
Oh,
and they're
smart.
just so
a great
refreshing
idea.
to eat that
Because
way.
by the time they eat lunch, it'll be thawed anyway.
Yes.
Right.
Hashtag band mom life.
Right. Yeah,
That's what we learned about the band mom
There
life.
you
Yeah.
go.
Very, very
and then
good.
really quickly, so we're going to try that when you come back when we
Yes.
do the second segment. But tell everyone you're expanding. You need some help.
We are. We've got some big news coming. We are doing a casting call.
All right.
For slingers. Right now we've got Chloe, I'm doing for Atlantic Beach for us.
Okay.
And then we have Tabby, who's doing the St. Augustine Farmers Market every Sunday.
Gotcha.
These girls are killing it. They're outselling me.
Nice.
I'm like, how is this even happening?
That's great.
So they're doing such a great job. I couldn't be more proud of them. Also, my daughter is at Neptune Beach. My daughter and Sam. And my son works with Chloe at Atlantic Beach Farmers Market. But we are expanding. We do need more slingers. There's more markets that we want to hit. So follow my Instagram. Details are going to be coming out daily for this opportunity. We compensate our slingers very well. It's a percentage of sales. And we sell a lot of pico, and a lot of products, a lot of the different products. Last week at Neptune Beach Farmers Market, Mia sold out of pico by noon.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's real opportunity there.
That's
And then also
awesome.
just to be able to enjoy the food. That's one of the biggest
And
parts.
chat with people.
Yeah, and chat with people. It's a really
That's
great
amazing.
opportunity. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
All right, make sure you follow her so you know how to get those details if you're
Yes.
looking for maybe a little side hustle.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Great.
All right, well, you got to bounce. I'm going to maybe
God.
start trying
Yeah.
some of this.
Yeah, that
you know.
sounds good.
All right, guys. Combat Sambo League is an exclusive tournament for young fighters in Jacksonville. We just happen to have the founder, Ernest, here. Yo, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Thank you
You
so
look
much.
sharp
for
as
having me.
always.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us about Combat Sambo League.
Yeah, so after our first interview, we got a very positive response from the community.
Good.
We have a lot of athletes and coaches and people who had never heard about Combat Sambo reaching out to us. And it shows that there is a big interest here in Jacksonville. And we continue growing Combat Sambo League. Right now we are preparing our next major tournament on September 19th in University of North Florida Fieldhouse. And our goal is to expand Combat Sambo League, to bring fighters from all around the country and eventually from outside of the country. Right now we are communicating with a couple Sambo federations in Europe, and our goal is to bring those fighters here and host international events.
Oh, that would be awesome. That is so super cool. Okay, so you taught me a move last time. We're going to learn a new move here in just a bit. But for right now, let's talk about the at-risk youth program.
Yeah, so this is one of the most important part of our mission because we want to work with the teenagers who are facing difficult life circumstances in their life, and our goal is to give them opportunities to be part of the team, to train them, to give them mentors, and to teach them responsibility and self-discipline.
Absolutely.
Because it's not only about fighting. It's teaching you those skills, those respect, confidence, self-control, and self-discipline.
Absolutely. That's one of the greatest things about martial arts. It's not just about, protection. It's also about, like you said, discipline and growth and just becoming a better person overall, right?
Yes.
And so, yeah, it is. It's really fantastic. Like I took Carbot when I was a kid for a little while.
Okay.
And what I gleaned from it more was about self-respect and discipline and actually the moves, right?
Yeah.
And so it's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you have the tournament in UNF coming on September 19th, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about that. So what am I going to see as a spectator?
So first of all, I want to say that this is very huge and important date for us because we are hosting this event in the university, and it gives us opportunity to introduce this sport to a new audience, like students, their families, athletes, Jacksonville community in general. And spectators going to see a very dynamic show because Combat Sambo, like really a mix of striking takedowns, throws, submissions. So this action is constantly changing.
Very
so I think
cool.
it's going to be a cool experience for those people.
Okay, so before we learn a new move, give us the details. Where do we learn more about Combat Sambo League?
Yes, so combatsamboleague.com. This is the best way to find all information about the tickets, about the event, and our next events that we're planning to do.
Okay.
combatsamboleague.com.
All right, Ernest, let's get our learn on,
let's get
dude.
them.
Let's do it, man. All right, cool. All right, so what are we going to do this time?
So last time, great throw.
That was
Last
pretty
time
good.
it was pretty simple move, okay?
Yeah.
That was a beginner move.
Gotcha.
Now we're gonna go to the next level.
Okay.
So we're gonna do ushirogeri, which is a spinning back kick.
Okay.
So you're gonna keep your left leg in front.
Let's not kick that, right? You want to kick towards the camera?
Yeah, so we're gonna face that way then? Because we're gonna spin and kick.
Nah, let's just do it. We'll take a step forward.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Ready?
So keep your left leg in front.
Left leg in front.
Left leg gonna step to the side.
Step to the
You're
side.
gonna turn and look over your shoulder. Your
Over the
right
shoulder?
knee gonna go up and kick.
Bow.
Yes.
Woo.
Pretty
Okay,
simple,
so
right?
it's like
Step to the left leg in front.
left leg
Step
in front.
to the side.
Okay, so step to the side.
Turn, look over your shoulder, knee up, and kick. Amazing.
Yo, dude.
Good job. That
It
was
looks
great.
so much cooler when you did it.
Thank you.
Hey, show me how it's really supposed to look.
So you step, you turn, you
Look at that. Look at that. Did you see how awkward I looked? That was crazy. You did such a good
Takes
job.
years to
Ernest,
learn.
thank you so very much.
Thank you so
man.
much.
All right, September 19th, make sure that you go out there and check out his tournament. And then if you want to, join Combat Sambo League. It sounds really, really cool. But for now, let's send it over to Jordan.
All right, we're getting ready for another Jack's Jams, and today we have Awilda back. Oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you, and you brought some lovely dancers with you today. Who do you have here?
Carla and Evelyn with me, the Peru and Cuba ladies.
Okay, y'all look fantastic too. I cannot wait to see the performance. It's going to be great. But tell us a little bit about what you've going on. You've got some new songs?
I just got new song released already, Verano en Candela. Summer on Fire, and Sin Miedo Without Fears. You know, everybody go through something in the life, and you keep going, keep up, no matter what. And that is really, really the inspiration of the song.
Yeah, and it's something that, like you said, it's like relatable.
Yes.
It's something we're all going through
Every
something.
human being go through something.
But what about the Summer on Fire? What's that about?
Ooh, Summer is fire. You know, every Latin country have, right now it's really hot.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep, even here.
Even here it's really hot. It's like 110 degrees something.
Yeah, that feels like
1.5.
temperatures.
But if you go for some reason to Dominican Republic, to Peru, to Colombia, to Puerto Rico, it's 365 days in the whole
always-
year is hot.
Yeah.
That means summer on fire. Verano en candela.
Okay, so tell us about your writing process when you get inspired.
You know, when that writing process for the summer on fire, I was just sitting on and I was seeing some kids playing with water like we do in the childhood.
yeah,
that
yeah.
we just say, it's really hot outside here. I say, oh my God, somebody's on fire. And I was just, let's go
Let me
to
write that
Puerto
down.
Rico, let's go to Cuba, let's go to Mexico, let's go to Colombia, let's go.
Right.
And I test a friend of mine who is already Latin Grammy winner for 2 seconds.
Oh my
On
gosh.
Dominican Republic. And he said, hey, do you want to produce my songs? This is the music, this is the lyrics. I was like, oh gosh. And we do the song literally in 1 week.
That's amazing.
And then I told him, I have another one, but that one I wrote before. And
Okay.
he said, I like the first one later. I
Oh,
said,
interesting.
Okay, we done.
You're like, I'll take his judgment. Now, really quickly, you've got something exciting too. You're going on tour?
Yes, I'm going to my first tour in Puerto Rico. It's my first time also. I will be there next week, 26th until the 31st.
Oh my God.
Literally kind of around the whole Puerto Rico.
Okay, well, I'm so excited for you.
Me
And
too.
if folks want to follow your music, where do they go?
Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, all Awilda Quesada, everybody. You just Google Awilda Quesada. And
Yeah, and
she's gonna show up.
she performs around town too. I actually just stumbled upon you.
So
That was awesome. That was awesome.
good.
All right, I think we're ready for y'all to take it away.
Yes, we are.
All right, let me get out of the way for you guys. I can't
Thank
wait to
you.
hear it.
Vámonos pa' donde quiera,
Welcome back, everybody. It's now time for Trivia Tuesday with Professor Mead. Hello.
How's it going?
Good, good. How are you, man?
I'm pretty good. I was born in the year 2000, so I thought.
God, it's crazy.
We went over this. So it's class of 2019. This is like last week's stuff. But anyways, it's Tuesday. It's trivia. Let's talk about music from the 2000s.
Okay.
Today is very simple.
Sure.
We'll give you a year and some multiple choice. What was the top song that year?
Okay, let's do it.
You guys were around. You should know
Yes.
this.
I existed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how much you know.
I was already in
Let's roll that first question.
Okay, I know, I'm excited.
All right. Billboard Top Songs of 2003. In the Club with 50 Cent. Crazy in Love, Beyonce featuring Jay-Z. When I'm Gone, Three Doors Down. Or Get Busy, Sean Paul.
Oh my
Who wants to go
gosh,
first?
that's what's hard because they're
Jordan,
all.
you go first.
Oh man, I'm gonna say actually C.
C, when
Yeah.
I'm gone?
Do B.
You're both wrong.
Okay, can we get a second?
Let's get a save. Don't
All
say
right.
it yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, now I'm gonna go A.
That's what I was gonna say next.
Yeah.
Well, it's time to get in the club. Let's roll it.
All right. Hey, I don't know why I thought that, but then I was like, I could see this being like the
okay.
trick question.
Yeah, right?
Because it
Just
doesn't.
the first one.
don't
It's
know.
just
All
the
right,
first one. Let's go to the second one. See how you guys do.
Okay.
Let's see it.
Let's see.
Second question. Billboard Top Song of 2007. Umbrella by Rihanna featuring Jay-Z. The Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani featuring Akon. Irreplaceable by Beyonce. Or Big Girls Don't Cry by Fergie.
Jeez, I have no
I'll
idea.
say Big Girls Don't Cry.
Big Girls Don't Cry. That's not it.
Dang it.
Right.
Okay, come
Let's
on. You
go,
guys got this.
Give me Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani? No,
It's A, isn't it?
it's Beyonce.
Oh, it's
You're
C.
See, I should always go with Beyonce.
You should
Yeah.
always go with
Yeah,
Beyonce.
at one point, I'm
It's
gonna
the
get it right.
easiest way to get this right. It's just Beyonce's usually right. I'm just gonna be
Well,
honest.
wait. Let me ask this question: are these all from 2007?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just have to pick. Oh, I kept thinking only one of them was from that year.
Oh, no.
No,
So
the
I have to
top
pick
song.
out of the best one. Oh my gosh, then yes, it's Beyonce. What the heck?
Duh.
All right, and it's definitely not Three Doors Down. What the heck was I thinking?
Let's go to the
here
next
we go.
one.
Here
We're on
we
question number 3. You guys are starting off great.
Hey, he's winning at least,
This is the
right?
top song of
we're-
2002.
Okay, we're tied.
Foolish by Ashanti. Dilemma. Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland. How You Remind Me by Nickelback. Or
Please don't.
Hot in Here, Nelly.
I'm definitely going Nelly.
Are you sure about that?
Oh wait, I have to pick which Nelly. Yeah, I'm gonna do Hot in Here.
Hot in Here, okay. David, I'll let you choose too.
Give me Nickelback. I don't know.
Don't
You
tell
do
me.
get your Nickelback because that's right.
No way. I actually liked Nickelback. I went to their concert. It was very good.
They're all good music. All this is good music. They're
I'm gonna
clearly
But
top
Hot in
songs.
Here didn't get top.
I would have thought Hot in Here too, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I would think it would be over Nickelback too.
Getting hot in
Yeah,
here.
But Nickelback took the ring.
Wow.
Let's go to the next year.
All
They've been a band
right.
for a long time.
Okay, so now you are winning, David.
You are officially winning, David, with 1 point. Billboard
All right, this
top
was the year I
song
graduated.
of
I better get
2005.
this.
This is your graduating class, so if you don't get this,
Golly.
come on. Is it Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson, Let Me Love You by Mario, Holla Back Girl by Gwen Stefani, or We Belong Together by Mariah Carey?
Oh wow.
We belong together.
Give me Gwen again.
Don't go Gwen, but go Mariah Carey.
Well, yeah. I mean,
She took
yeah,
it.
Mariah Carey.
She deserves it. She graduated in 2005. That's her year. She deserves it. It's okay.
Wait, are we done?
No.
So okay, we do have one more
We have
tiebreaker.
one more
All right,
for the
let's do this.
tiebreaker. For all the marbles. Let's roll it. Alrighty. And 2009, was it Poker Face by Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas? I Got a Feeling by Black Eyed Peas? Or Love Story by Taylor Swift?
Oh, wow.
I
This
feel
is
like this
actually
is the
really
hardest
tough.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know. I'm gonna go A.
Okay.
I lived in Miami at that time.
Poker Face? That's a
That's
good
what I
guess.
said,
Good
too.
guess.
That-
Oh, he's a good guess, which means it's wrong, David. Go ahead.
Let's see what you got, David.
Give me. I got a feeling.
You're both wrong.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
Boom Boom Pow by Black Eyed
Oh, we can end in a tie. That's fine.
Peas. It's Black Eyed
We'll
Peas,
end
so
like
good luck.
soccer in a tie.
There you go. Good job.
It's a tie.
That was good.
I guess that's
That was fun. I kind of wish I would have realized the real rule though at the very, very beginning. I might have picked a different song, not Three Doors Down.
Three Doors Down. Yeah, when you picked Three Doors
Yeah.
Down, I was like, I don't think they've
don't
ever
think-
had a
Alright.
number one.
Well, we got to do this again.
Yeah.
We'll do
In
it
the
again.
meantime,
Maybe
we'll
we'll
be
do the
right
90s, 80s.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
We'll see. We'll roll the clock back a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, you do the 90s, you're going down.
All right.
Like I even know the
See?
bad pop songs. Yeah. All right.
Stay
Stick around, guys. We'll be right back after the break.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson and David Benfield. This is First Coast Live.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley.
You have become quite the trivia expert here. So
it was all right.
I was going to give you choices, but you're so good. You know, our big trivia question is what is the highest feels like temperature in Jacksonville history? Well,
ever? Okay.
Well, since records have been kept since 1973.
Oh, okay. Actually, not that long.
Verified high.
Okay.
So today, for instance, we're going to feel like 115.
What? And that's not the record,
I didn't
right?
even like saying that. It's my least favorite weather. So it's much higher than 115. So if you can get
120?
Is that your final guess?
122.
You're within 5. Check
Okay.
it out. There we go. Let's put up, drum roll, please. It was actually in 1980, 127 degrees. A high temperature of 101 with a dew point of 82. So it's been hotter. It's been
talking about hot summer, Awilda.
There you go. So don't you feel cool now? Man, it's a little chilly out there today. We take a look at our extreme heat warning. So
Holy
that's
cow.
the difference today till 8 o'clock. High of 99, feels like 110 to 115, but strong late day storms, so be ready for them by 4 to 8 o'clock. And again, check the back seat has been the same we've been using all morning.
Yes, please. All right, thank you so much. Stay cool.
Yes, please.
And you know who else is staying cool?
Oh, yeah.
David, who do we got in the kitchen? Come on now.
We're back here with the Pico Princess. Of course, we're in the Winn-Dixie kitchen, brought to you by Pro Craft Cabinetry, and we're doing back-to-school bento boxes.
Woohoo!
Yeah. All right. So you have a veritable smorgasbord of awesome.
Yeah, and if y'all can look at the pictures, you'll be able to see all the different lunches I created. We'll get pictures of these and share them also. But here's our chicken salad pasta. Here's our tuna.
Yeah.
And what I loved about this bento box too, is that it comes with little silverware. But you're gonna see, because what I did is I made your lunch this morning, David.
Thanks, Mom.
I made your lunch this morning, Jordan.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so that y'all could open on TV the actual lunches that I packed, and you can see how the goods held up in your little bento boxes.
Adorable.
Oh, this is awesome.
Right.
And like you said, there's like the little silverware in there.
Little compartments. Oh my gosh, look, they look like little taquitos. How cute.
Look at that. That's so cool.
What'd you get, David? You got a hot
I got a hot dog.
Yeah, you did. And you got your pico in the little container, so you can put that right on there.
Cheers.
Quite literally just talking about how much I loved the pico on the hot dog.
Oh, that's right.
We were literally just talking about that while you guys were
I think he's gonna love his lunch. And I didn't put it on there because I didn't want your bun to get soggy.
No, it's all cool.
So it came out like perfect. Look
Look
at
at that.
And then what do I have?
Awesome.
This is like
that is a bean and cheese turkey.
Oh, and turkey.
Ground turkey, bean and cheese. Right? And then you've got your little jar of pico there. And then look how beautiful the guac stayed.
Yeah.
Nice and green, y'all.
Yeah, it
That's
did.
amazing.
Yeah, that's it. So the kids won't freak out. They'll be like, look, my guac is still green. And they're just so cute. Right, and one of the wraps that I made
This is great.
During the break for that box, I thought, I was like, I am so proud of that. Oh, I left my beans out. Okay, well, we'll just do it with guac. Right, I think I used it all. But we'll show you how easy it was.
Just
We
improvise,
did
right?
Guac and a little bit of ground beef. Right, this one was super easy. And then
It's absolutely
pico.
silly weird that
Pico on a hot dog.
So good on a hot dog.
Right? Isn't that funny?
It really does. And
Yeah, you
then
showed us that one of the first
cheese.
times you were here, and that was amazing.
And it stuck really good. All right, here we go. Here's a rolling skills.
I do want
Let's
to
see
try
if they
this
do
tuna here too, though.
Yeah, you need to try the tuna. Look
Pull it
how,
up, girl.
there you go. Perfect.
Look at that.
And that's ready to go. You cut that in half. Don't cut your finger, Veronica. And then that's, look how beautiful that is.
Very
It's
good.
going to be ready to go in any box and be ready to eat perfectly for at lunchtime.
I love these ideas. These are so cute, and you could just do so many different options.
You can, and I did this one with seen breast, so you can like use your chips to scoop your tuna and use your little cucumber. Aren't those delicious?
They're adorable.
They're so cute, those little tiny cucumbers. Yep.
All right, well, tell everyone where they can find your products.
You can find my products every day in stock at Native Sun. Native Sun Natural Foods Grocers every single day. Grassroots 5 Points. Chloe, my amazing Chloe, is actually there right now.
Oh.
If you want to go taste everything, she's ready to change your life with
Nice.
trifecta. And then also at Diane's Natural Market in St. Augustine.
Okay,
Those are
awesome.
3 retails.
And then the call out really quickly for your.
Yes. Remember, watch my stories. We are doing a casting call. I want you. I want you to come sing
And
the
you,
goods for
and
me.
you.
Right, yeah, exactly. So come on down. Let's talk. And let me change your life with all the food. We can't wait to feed you.
And make some money.
Yes, yeah, I do, for sure.
This was a great idea.
is
Thank you
great.
so much.
This is super cool.
And I love the idea of mixing half mayonnaise with half Greek yogurt, make it a little bit healthier.
It does.
Great.
Because I'm a creamy person, so that is good for me too.
Yeah, for the pasta salad. I'm going to keep eating that too.
That
So
sounds
thank you
good.
so much.
Thank you.
Can you toss?
Yeah. All right,
Can you keep
guys,
talking?
it is
'Cause I
time
gotta
for
eat.
another Jack's Jams. And we have Awilda Cruzada coming right up. Awilda, take it away.
Sin miedo, I go sin miedo. I'm rolling, yo puedo, no me detengo. Y de flow shake, shake, yo voy sin miedo. Yo sigue al timón, yo voy sin miedo. Awilda. De mis cicatrices he aprendido que quienes te quieren
Awilda Quezada. All right, thank you so very much. That was fantastic as always.
pleasure.
Guys, stick around. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back, everybody. It's time talking to you with our friends from Truly Nolan. With vacation season ending and kids going back to school, bedbugs will have more ways to hitch a ride. Truly Nolan Pest Control of Jacksonville's Keith Coggins is here to explain how not to let your guard down when it comes to bedbugs. Yikes, dude. Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you too, sir.
All right, so bedbugs are gross and they suck, but what are they, how big are they, and how do they normally get from place to place?
Okay, so bed bugs. They are fairly small. They're about the size of an apple seed, at least an adult bed bug is.
Okay.
They are very small, like I said. They're
like
flat
little.
and reddish brown. So, but the way that they get around is by hitchhiking. Basically,
Okay.
they get on mattresses, they get on backpacks, things like that. That's how they get out.
Yeah, okay, so when bedbugs get into a home or office, what are some of the places you may find an infestation aside from the mattress?
Oh, good question. So a lot of people think that they're always on the mattress or the sheets or even a blanket or the pillow. But a lot of times they're on the headboard. Behind the headboard, mind you. That's where they're infesting. It's a nice dark area. So headboards, they could be in chairs, love seats. They could be in your dog's little sitting area where they lay down at. They could be anywhere inside a clean home.
Oh, that's so gross. All right, so knowing the old saying, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. You know, what are bed bugs looking for that will cause them to bite a human being?
So what they're looking for is our blood meal. Their blood meal. No, I had to say it. Sorry, blood meal. They're looking for blood. So the reason why is it's the carbon dioxide that we're breathing out.
Oh,
that's what they're attracted to. So
that's so weird.
When you're lying still at night for several hours, they're going to feed on you.
Oh!
Sorry, I had to say it.
They're gonna feed on you.
Yep.
That's so wrong. Okay, so can they transmit any diseases, or are they more of a pest with a bite but little else?
Well, the good thing is they don't transmit any diseases.
Oh, that's good news.
Okay, but when they give you that bite, and they can give a lot of bites, so when that happens, that can cause itchiness, rashes. So when you start to itch and start to get a rash, some things can develop into other things.
Right,
like
sure.
MRSA.
Oh, just MRSA, not a big deal at all. Man, okay, so what are some things that a homeowner can do to try to keep bed bugs at bay? But more importantly, when should we call you?
So in order to keep things at bay, you have to inspect, you have to know what they look like too. We've had a lot of instances that people think they know what they look like. You don't, okay? Until you actually have an expert pest control company come in and inspect it, they'll know. So if you can inspect headboards, inspect mattresses when you go into hotels, motels, things like that, check those areas. They're gonna be high traffic areas where people are going in and out. Now, like whenever you have an instance with bed bugs, I would highly recommend calling a pest control company.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, please do, because they sound like really tough to get rid of. It's not an easy thing to do. Like when I was living in New York City, that was when they were having like this huge bed bug problem, right? And so I mean, I remember everybody's freaking out about it, right? And they're difficult to get rid of.
Yes, they can.
Okay, so if they have bed bugs, what do we do? Where do we call it? How do we get a hold of you?
You call us at 904-737-5050.
Right on. All right, Keith, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. You know what? I am also a customer, a paying customer as well, and I think you should be too. So go check out Truly Nolan and my guy Keith over here and keep those bed bugs at bay. Stick around, guys. We'll be right back after the break. As the kiddos head back to school, parents across the country face significant stress, from securing school supplies and managing new schedules to dealing with heightened financial pressures and emotional demands. President and CEO of Prevent Child Abuse America, Dr. Melissa T. Merrick, joins us to help. Doctor, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. For years, the conversation around child abuse prevention has been focused on protecting children and supporting families. But today, you're talking about how prevention also strengthens communities and even benefits the economy. So why is that broader message so important?
Yeah, prevention is not just the right thing to do for children and families. It's literally one of the smartest investments that we can make in our future, in our nation, and in our economy, right? Children grow up in families, families grow up in communities. So when communities have all the good stuff that parents need, things like access to mental health support, things like home visiting support services, things like childcare, high quality, affordable childcare, literally everybody wins because employers are able to have workers come to work ready to work and be productive. Schools are able to have students coming to school ready to learn, and taxpayers literally are saving billions of dollars in downstream crisis costs. So literally we all win when we prevent child abuse and neglect from ever happening.
I gotcha. Very cool. So why should Americans think about supporting families and preventing child abuse and neglect as an investment in our nation's future?
Yeah, the decisions we make and actions we take today literally set what our future is going to look like, right, for our kids and for our kids' kids. And I know all the parents tuned in today want the best for their kids, and we're all trying to do the very best we can. But we need support. We need to make sure that we have what we need in our own communities when we need it, not when we're in crisis. We don't want to wait for families to be in crisis before getting supports that could keep them well and thriving. And we know that in childhood, things that are good and bad stay with us across the life course. So when we have kids that experience child abuse and neglect, they're at greater risk for a whole host of physical and mental health problems and diminished life opportunities. That's not even just a personal loss, that's a loss to our economy, right? So how are we going to keep that a competitive advantage when we're competing globally, when other countries are investing a lot more in early childhood than we are? So we all have a role to play in prioritizing prevention. That's our competitive advantage right there.
All right, doctor, when we talk about preventing child abuse and neglect, we're really talking about helping families thrive, right? So what does thriving look like, and how do we create the conditions that make it possible?
Yeah, well, thriving is not the absence of stressors, right? That's impossible. There's always going to be stressors. And being alive in this moment, there are plenty of stressors for families right now. But thriving is having all of the supports when you need it in your community that help you navigate those stressors. So you come out healthier, more prosperous, and more resilient, right? So we want every community to have the supports that families need, like access to high quality, affordable childcare, mental health support, social support. Really, these moments of joy, right, are needed in communities. So thriving can really look like a parent that feels safe enough and is not fearful of being judged or stigmatized, that they can call a friend, right, and ask for help. And children are thriving. Maybe that looks like seeing that their families are supported and that the adults in their community have their best interests at heart.
All right, doctor, parents and caregivers are facing growing financial, emotional, and social pressures. So how can communities better support families before stress turns into crisis?
Yeah, I think normalizing, asking for, and accepting help is such a superpower that everybody in the community can help to bolster. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. Every parent needs support sometimes, right? So normalizing that is really important. Second is having those investments in the community infrastructure, right? Having the services and supports out in the community that are offered to families when they need it. That's also really important. And making that accessible and easy, right? You can't remember all the things as a parent. You want one phone number to call or one organization where you can get your supports. You know, you're lucky in Florida, our Prevent Child Abuse state chapter, the Ounce of Prevention Fund of Florida, has programming throughout the state. Our home visiting program, Healthy Families America, is Healthy Families Florida, is throughout the state. So those are some places where locally you're able to get the supports that you need.
Doctor, thank you so very much for your time today. This has been a fascinating conversation. But before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more?
Yeah, please visit our website, preventchildabuse.org, for all kinds of resources and daily tips and practices for all of us as we navigate these stressful times.
Fantastic conversation, Doctor. Thank you so very much for your time today. Folks at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus. We're just gonna get you a little salsa, a little broccoli.